He's got tense in my mother's womb, and then he started talking about he was hell-bent on the abortion clinic. Cynically thinking to myself, you might as well just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Forget it. Forget it. Because I've been forgotten for so long that my long-term memory has grown to be somewhat short-term temper like a fuse. I'm singing blues, the situation that birthed me was so lonely.
That's powerful, man. That's just part of it, folks. That's just part of it. That's Mr. Michael Jefferson, one part of Poetic Reflection. Now, when you sat down to write that, did you sit down to write that, or did it just take over?
I'll tell you what, when I sat down to write that one, you know, sometimes you don't know exactly what's going to come out.
Right.
And I didn't know that a story was going to get told, you know, because when it came down to it, it's the whole story of from birth to life to death. Because at the end, if you were here to end, the end goes, body now cold in the streets, 18 years old in the streets. Nobody, no father to hold me, guide, nor console me, so I guess I'm leaving this world just how I came in.
Wow.
Lonely.
Man, yeah.
And it was, and I kind of, man, poets are emotional anyway. Poets are emotional anyway, so, you know, I kind of teared up with it, you know, and then I started being thankful because my father was in my life. You know, for a story to come out like that, you know, and my father was in my life, and it makes me so proud because, you know, my parents were actually there as well.
Right.
You know, videotaping and getting the opportunity. That was my first time of them seing me do spoken word in a show. So,
right. Yeah.
you know, Edward Lee Jefferson Jr. I thank you so much.
now you guys
of her perfection. See, but on second thought, something as perfect as a father's kiss could only enhance her perfection type gentleness. See, but
tell us a little bit about that one as we lead into it that you did.
Well, one thing I love about Poetic Reflections and being part of this group is that me and MJ are like exactly the same but totally different. So his poem was more about kind of the route to the death of a child. Mine was more from a father's perspective and having a newborn baby in your hand and be able, and the inspiration of that was me myself. I worked with kids my whole life, and you know I'm still a young guy, 19 years old. So sometime in the future, like future, I like to have kids, and I just always want to be able to tell my child that, you know, I could wipe his or her tears away and be like, you don't have to cry, you don't have to fret and sorrow, because daddy, you know, daddy's doing good. Like I got you, I got you, mama. Me and mama is gonna stay together, and you know we love each other, and I got the money you need, I got the food you need, I got the love you need most of all. And song Summertime came from a musical called Porgy and Bess, and it was actually a lullaby to a child, and it just inspired me to write from a father's perspective.
Okay.
But at the moment, I'm just holding my baby, enjoying flawlessness. See, because daddy didn't live easy, and baby girl, I'd be lying to you if I told you that your life would be perfect. But the sacrifices I made in my life, baby girl, I want you to know in the end they were all worth it, because daddy's rich and mommy look good too. And although the world's always got sorrows, problems, and hard times, my baby girl, I always want you to know that daddy's got you.
All right.
Are you listening? Honestly harnessing ears open to hear the collective thoughts that accumulate within the mind of a man that is far too liberal for the conservative mindset. Are you
Sure. So, first of all, who want to tell us, how did this duo come about? Let's talk about the duo first of all. Who want to handle that one? Nathan, you want to handle that one?
Let's see. Well, me, myself, I actually saw, am I heard?
Yeah.
I actually saw MJ doing a performance at last year's Multicultural Review. Me, myself, I did poetry in high school all through, but I never performed. So I used to write all the time, and I just stopped. But I saw MJ do his performance, and it kind of inspired me to pick up my pen and pad once more. And then from then on, I wrote a piece, I believe, as well as many other pieces, but I wrote a piece. My first actual performed piece was Cash Boy Cycle. and I did this at a poetry slam.
Can I step in on that? Because I saw this guy at a poetry slam. We had the Western Wide Poetry Slam because we're both students at WMU. And I heard him speak. and I said, wait, because I knew him. I was actually an RA at one of the residence halls that was next to his. I knew the guy, but I didn't know that he spoke. Mm-hmm. And when I heard his delivery and his content, he was really speaking on a topic that really just shut me off. And we both picked up second and third place. And we just started talking, started coming together, you know, just because we're from two different places. Mm-hmm. I'm from Port Huron, Michigan.
From Grand Rapids, Michigan originally.
And that we're 3 hours away, so we have two different stories to tell.
Right.
So coming together like that, it really just started coming off. And as a matter of fact, it was about a month ago when we finally started to get serious about our collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
In my dining room.
And open mouth with closed ears will never understand a poet's tears. Stripes paper the sunshine and sunshine the spring. We hear you clapping, but were you truly listening? Thank you.